I mean, he's almost like one of those throwback players from, you know, the 50s. And I think we had a little gremlin knocked us off air. We're back on. Hand off again to Gunville. Gunville changes direction and still fights.
Man, he got 5 yards off of something that looked like he was about to be stopped for a loss.
If you missed it,
oh, Gunville's hurt.
If you missed it, the previous play, Gunville hurdled a half dozen Wildcats to pick up a 12-yard gain.
This is not a good development for Coach Snyder.
Hopefully it's something he can shake off. They're going to set in a pistol formation.
I'm going to say this is going to be a pass right here.
2nd and 5.
And I'd be wrong.
Going to hand off to Gunville. He doesn't look hurt to me. And down the right sideline, Gunville dives in and touchdown. Wow.
Hey, to the folks at that vote on the 5G Player of the Week, I think we got our leader in the clubhouse.
Right.
I mean, that's touchdown number 6 right there. And he's got to be well over 200 yards.
Man, that's just incredible. He may have been down at the 1. He has 231 rushing yards and 100 receiving yards, according to our partner up here with the Muskogee Phoenix up here in the press box. So
they were about to run a little bootleg action right there.
At the end of the night, we're going to have to make sure we get his numbers because that's incredible.
I think that young man will sleep well on the way home. Back over to Seminole.
Yes, he's hope they get him a comfy seat.
I wonder if this changes his thinking on this now. He got a penalty. I wonder if they trot the kicker back out because they were going for 2. And now it's a little bit longer 2-point conversion, so I wonder if they change their thinking on it. Nope.
Hammond stays in. Gunville still in. Man in motion.
Chico Baker in motion.
Hammond rolls to his right. He's got pressure. He's trying to find an open receiver.
Oh, nice play.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That
what
is
a great play by Battles.
Staying alive right there. A better play by the quarterback. Watch him step out of this. Fisher's, just got out of it and then got the ball off. And I think that Checotah, their defensive backfield, got caught looking in the backfield there. They expected Fisher to come up with that sack and kind of just let Battle run free. And before they knew it, he had it, and it's a 8-point game now.
And Seminole back on top, 42 to 37. That is, we've had a pretty incredible game so far.
It's 42-34.
Oh, excuse me. Counting was never my strong suit. And we have, what's our time like on the clock there? I can't see because of the stupid poll. 7-11.
Oh, thank heavens, it's a 7-11 sum.
Kicks it deep down. Barrett will field it, bring it up the middle, and be wrapped up. And I believe first contact was made by, I believe the kicker, Linus Angel. So Wildcats, not only do they need to score, they need to take some time off that clock. And Seminole, they're kind of the walking wounded on defense, and the Chieftains,
they're desperate for a stop right here.
They need a stop or a turnover. Three wide receivers up top. And we'll fake the handoff to Fisher. Gets it to Barrett. Barrett has the catch, dives in the middle, and just like that, a 15-yard gain by Barrett.
Off a little RPO slant right there. 88 took a bad angle at it.
Barrett has cracked the 200 receiving yard mark. Fisher, handoff to the right, still going. Second effort's going to pick him up about 6 yards on that play.
Yeah, he was stopped for about a 3-yard gain and somehow jumped out of it.
So a 6-yard gain on that. Clock continues to tick. Second and 4 for the Wildcats.
Trips to the top and Barrett's isolated, man. That's danger.
It's going to be a pass.
There it goes.
And he's
illegal
looking for Barrett.
contact.
And
yeah, 88 got him. They got it. They got illegal contact or pass interference.
And trying to find 88 here on my roster here. Justin Hamilton for the Seminoles going to get called for get called on holding, which might be one of those good efforts.
And on this defensive series, Battle's out of the game. He's been following Barrett wherever he's gone all night long.
He is out, isn't he?
Yep. He was in on that tackle off that slant, and then he hadn't been back. So now, for sure now they've got to get him some help. So the numbers in the box ought to be more to Checotah's liking, because they've got to get him some help.
And fake handoff to Fisher, and Shropshire has it. Shropshire will pick up about 5.
That was a very nice open field tackle by Chico.
It was a nice tackle, but it was a nice fake, because I was sure he was going to hand it off to Fisher, and Fisher took a couple players with him.
Well, that linebacker 21 was coming upfield, and they stopped him last time for a 6-yard loss, and this time he kept it.
So 2nd and 5, 4 wide receivers. Fisher, Shropshire looks to pass, and just over the reach over in the middle brings up a 3rd and 6.
6, we could say 7-ish.
Right in that in-between spot. Ball placed on the 25, 24, about a 23.5-yard line. Loading the box with Seminole. Snap, Shropshire looks over the side, flicks it out to Fisher. Fisher makes 1 miss, 2 miss, and will get drugged down at the 15.
Got it?
He should have the first down.
No, they're marking him shy of it.
Wow.
4th down and 2 or 3.
Well, I thought he went down at the 15, and they're marking him at, well,
No,
they gave him the
first down.
First down. Well, I thought they shorted him about 2 yards, but
that was a nice cut by him off that, because that defensive end was closing fast, and he just turned back against the grain and then put his foot in the ground and got upfield.
trips up top. Barrett down in the bottom.
Battle is still out of the game.
Going to hand out to Fisher down the left side, and drugged down by Stewart.
And Baker finished him off there.
Stewart is gassed. The 84 defensive end for the Seminole Chieftains. For the first time all night, I'm starting to see some wear in these young men.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go. Change
Who's
of
in the
play.
slot?
making a chess match move right here. 3 wide receivers on the bottom, and Barrett's on the very bottom. Shropshire's going to keep it and bounces to the left. It's going to pick up close to the first down, so possibly 6 yards.
I don't even see Battle on the sidelines right now.
I don't remember him going off injured.
Well, it's about the 2nd-yard line, 3rd down and 1.
That certainly doesn't mean he couldn't be back there cramped up. So 3rd and 1, ball on the 8. And Shropshire will pull it and keep it, dives in, and he's got the first down.
They were bringing that middle linebacker on that blitz again, man.
And that's your senior quarterback move right there.
Yeah, because Fisher took one for the team because he took that linebacker out of the play.
Oh, they're going to call him short. Holy cow, I thought he got the first down.
I think you got to expect a blitz again from that middle linebacker spot.
I think you've got to bring the house and try to jam up Checotah in the backfield.
Like that?
And I believe they stopped him.
Yep. They brought that double A gap blitz and just blew that play up.
So a turnover on downs, unable to convert, down deep in Seminole territory.
Just over 3 minutes left. Checotah, both teams got all 3 of their timeouts, so let's see what Seminole can do here. We'll go out on the limb here and say that we're going to get a heavy dose of Mr. Gunville.
I sure will. I'd sure overload that, run that overload.
And Battle wasn't hurt that last defensive series because he's in the offensive. That must have been a coach's decision maybe.
Hand off Gunville. Gunville straight up the gut, and he's met by Bailey McIntosh.
Right at the 10-yard line.
See if they choose to use their timeouts here.
I think Tyler Whitlock was in on that tackle as well.
Clock's moving. 2:35 left.
Just a 1-yard gain by Gunville. Single backfield.
Fisher's creeping up there, getting.
And Gunville gets the handoff. It's going to break away on the right side.
Got a
Finally
first down.
going to get drugged down after a nice.
A tough 14-yard run,
yeah.
man.
That was all him once he was
I think
in
they're
that
going to have to start. Checotah's going to have to start using timeouts now.
Yes. Because we are under. We're going to be under 2 minutes here very quickly.
Yeah.
Hand off to Gunville once again. Gunville on the right side.
Oh,
Cuts back.
patient.
Uh-oh. And he could go.
Don't go
Howard's trying, and Howard drags him down.
I don't know if Howard dragged him down as much as he went to the ground. I mean, if you watch this, he was, I think he had the sideline in mind. He was thinking, I don't want to go out of bounds. Yep, see, he just went down.
Smart move by a veteran, and okay, I missed something. We're coming back. I don't see any longer.
Oh. I didn't see any flags, but they called holding.
Our guy up here in the booth, the Phoenix says it's personal foul.
The call against the Chieftains.
Well, we thought it was holding, and then now they're calling a personal foul.
1:47 on the clock. Oh man, that penalty hurt. Do we have a chance to see a replay on that, fellas? See if maybe we can figure out what happened.
I'm gonna watch the replay here and see. Must have been happened back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that gives the home team a little bit more hope. First and forever, going to hand off to Gunville once again. And Gunville's going to pick up 3. And I believe a timeout by Checotah.
It's the first of their 3.
And we have 1:37 on the clock on the scoreboard. Well, it's been a late one, but it's been a good one.
Yeah, I'm glad they got these lights working, man. I sure would have hated to miss this one.
Yeah, and you know, I keep noticing that that top bank of lights keeps going out.
Yeah.
They'll come back on for a little bit, and the top bank goes right back out.
Somebody keeps plugging in them cell phones. We done warned you.
Yeah. Or it's one of these ladies in the bathroom with the hair dryer or something and curling iron.
Ladies at home, notice that was Mr. Shannon throwing y'all under the bus and not Mr. Shows.
Right. Uh-huh.
So remember that on Facebook.
Right. 42-34, 1:37 to go in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats need a desperate stop here. And the Seminole Chieftains need to just get a first down.
And you know what play I'm calling here if I'm Seminole.
I keep handing it to Gunville, and I stack it, overload one side, and let her rip.
I'm calling a flea flicker. Have Gunville take 3 steps into the line of scrimmage, turn around, and throw it. Nobody in the stadium's expecting it, except for me.
Idabel ran a flea flicker last week, and I was really excited, and you weren't there.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Good night.
Hand off to Gunville to the right side. Gunville's got some room on the sideline, and he nearly gained. He got back to almost the original line of scrimmage right there.
We're going to have 3rd and 12, a big 3rd and 12.
And Checotah's going to take their second timeout. That'll back them up.
Somebody please let Gunville take a knee for this timeout.
Right. Give him a chair and a shot of water. Now, tomorrow night we will be at Hilldale for a Fort Gibson-Hilldale Battle for the Rock rivalry. Been going on for 36 years, and Hilldale has the lead 19-17.
And if you're listening at home and you wonder how they ended up with the Rock, watch the Blitz, because our host Eric Shannon explained it.
Yep, if you're wondering what the Rock is, watch it on our Bravado Blitz. It's a long one this week, but we have 4 coaches that we visit with. We put out the Blitz weekly.
All my kids tell me that I finally made it because I'm on YouTube.
Finally popular, huh?
No, they said, man, our coach has finally made it. He's on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
This is it right here. 3rd down and 12.
And Mr. Gunville is on this. They look like they're in that where they got an illegal procedure penalty earlier. They have Battle in the backfield. He's going in motion.
Battle.
He ran an out on this the last time. Battle did. He's looking that way too.
Oh my goodness! And they've got him wide open.
Oh
my no! Whoa! 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 Easton works wide open at the 40.
Just about to make the limo call. Oh.
open at the 50 and
but back up a little bit. Wide open at the 50.
wide open at the 50. What a great play call by Seminole, but right through Wirtz's hands. Barrett trying to find a lane, finds a little lane, and he would be best to just go down.
That was a gutsy play by him to pick that ball up because it was rolling, and you know that football is oblong. It doesn't bounce right all the time, but
No.
he didn't want to give up all that field position. So nice play by it. Now that sets him up at the right at the 35. 110, man. This is what it's all about, Big E.
This is it.
You guys in the truck, wake up. I know it's late, but let's go.
We are way past our bedtime here.
It's almost my getting up time.
11:42. Some people will be going to work here pretty quick. 4 wide receivers. 1 timeout for the Checotah Wildcats at their 35. Immediately gets it at the Barrett. Barrett takes a shot, a 5-yard gain, nearly gets his head ripped off.
And Checotah still has 1 timeout left.
Clock continues to run.
And just a reminder, they not only need the touchdown, they need the 2-point conversion just to tie.
Shropshire looks to his left, got a man, and trying to get out of bounds, and not sure that he did, and it was caught by number 23, Hunter Hamilton. So he didn't get out of bounds. Clock does stop, 33 seconds. So Shropshire's going to have to spike the ball. And he does, and that stops the clock with 29 seconds. So 29 seconds, and they are 55 yards away from the end zone.
Our man Gunville's playing center field, man. He looks like Otis Nixon out there for the old school Braves. He's just playing center field. I'm not so sure I wouldn't line him straight up over Barrett. Make somebody, if somebody else is going to score a touchdown, so be it. But he is not going to have a chance to tie me.
Well, they're going to double Barrett. You can see he has Johnson on top of him. Johnson's going to try to jam him and holds him at the line. Wow, they get away with a big-time hold. And Johnson was wearing, well, he was on top of Barrett like a coat. (42-34).
Now, see, they've made an adjustment. They've put Barrett into the slot now.
Johnson's going to slide back over top. He's going to try to jam him off the line. Oh, and they had flag's going to get called for a pass interference on Johnson. But the pass was intended for Colin Roberts, and what goes through his hands, they're going to call holding. And that's a pretty good play, Brian, because it's only going to be 10 yards.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's got help over the top. Why is he doing that? I mean, he's got help. All he's trying to do is redirect his route. He doesn't need to grab him.
And I don't know. He's done it the last 2 plays.
They've thrown it to somebody else besides Barrett the last 2 plays, and they've had a case of the dropsies. So don't hold him. Don't panic. Don't hold him. Let him release up the field. You've got help. Not only do they have, I mean, they have 3 levels of, they got Chico Baker right behind the Johnson, and then Gunville even really shaded to Barrett's side over the top. So there's plenty of help to be had.
Four wide receivers set.
They're sticking with a 3-man rush.
Yep. Thrown to Howard. Howard has to get out of bounds. He has the first down, so they will stop the clock there. But 15 seconds and a timeout.
Okay, so now you've got 15 seconds left. So if you throw the ball in the middle of the field, not in the end zone, you've got to be on your horse getting up to the line of scrimmage. If it's caught inbound somewhere, not in the end zone, you have got to be on the move.
Yeah, you have to do something. Otherwise,
And I think 11 there would have been better served, because after he broke that first tackle, he could have gotten out of bounds. I think they would have been better off with him jumping out of bounds and turning it back in and trying to turn.
right. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Battles
Checotah,
checked back in that corner. They've taken 12 out, though.
Checotah is going to, I mean, they have to get to the end zone or close to it. And throws it out to Fisher. Fisher,
That's it right
that's
there.
it. I don't think they're going to be able to get up there and spike the ball. 3-2. And that's it. That's ball game. And there you go, folks. The Seminole Chieftains travel down to Checotah, Oklahoma to keep their playoff hopes alive. And we say that because this district is very tough. 2 wins or 2 losses may send you home. So this will...
A third loss would certainly send you home.
Right. So now both teams, Checotah and Seminole, have 2 losses in the district. Now Stigler has 2 losses in the district. And your only 1-loss district teams are Idabel and Lincoln Christian.
Yep.
And Idabel and Lincoln Christian have yet to meet. And Checotah now has the toughest road because now they have to play Lincoln Christian.
Yep.
So, heck of a ball game, 42-34.
Lincoln Christian's got Idabel coming up.
Right.
And then they finish out against Checotah at Lincoln. Look at that, 238. I would have figured he had more than that.
Gunville finishes with 238 yards rushing. Fisher finishes with 159. And then Barrett had over 200 yards receiving.
Gunville had over 100 yards receiving, 6 touchdowns.
Gunville, he's going to be the player of the game right here.
Look at, man, for a guy that keeps it close to the vest, look at Coach Snyder. He's pumped, man.
Yep.
He realizes the significance of this. He's pumped.
Yep. Coach Snyder and his crew came down and, you know, it kind of tells you you may be down, but you're not out because they had lots of injuries and they had a lot of things not going their way. So that was pretty incredible. All right, well, we are going to we're going to close up shop here upstairs, and then we're going to go down to the field and have our post-game I guess our post-game.
Our post-game show, Eric. Come
Our
on,
post-game
man.
show. Sorry, I
had to nudge him to wake up. Sorry.
Sleepy and everything. So we're gonna finish up here, and then we're gonna go down to our post-game show. So folks, that'll be a completely different segment. So check that out. All you Seminole fans, we certainly appreciate you watching on your network. And of course, our Checotah fans that are here locally, we obviously appreciate you guys. Tomorrow night we'll be at Hilldale for the Hilldale-Fort Gibson game. So stick around and tune in to us here in just a few more minutes. We'll have our post-game show. And if you don't catch that, we will see you tomorrow at Hilldale.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection. You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless.
Welcome to the Bravado post-game show. We just finished up here in Checotah, Oklahoma, and the Checotah Wildcats get bested by the Seminole Chieftains. What was that, 40? It was a great game. 42-34, I've already forgot. Cold and late here. All right, but we're going to go through scores throughout the state. We're going to start out with 6A1. The Broken Arrow Tigers, 56. Yukon Millers, 3. Edmond Santa Fe 24, Westmore Jaguars 6, the Enid Plainsmen 20, and the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs 42. The Moore Lions lose one 21 to Putnam City North Panthers 38, and the Owasso Rams 35, and the Mustang Broncos 10. The Southmore, oh, that's on Friday, sorry. And next one's on Friday. so the Norman plays Jinx tomorrow night, and Union Redskins play the Norman North, I believe the Huskies tomorrow night. And then we'll hand next for the 6A2, we'll hand it off to Brian.
The Ruffers traveled to Tulsa and lost a tough one to Booker T. Washington, 47-26. Sepulpa 63, Shawnee 35. Bixby got past Sand Springs 35-0. The Lawton High Wolverines 54, Choctaw Yellow Jackets 44. Man, that's a good one. Midwest City Bombers 42, Dale City Eagles 6. Ponca City Wildcats 35, Bartlesville Bruins 49. The Putnam City Pirates 7, Edmond Deer Creek 14. Man, a low-scoring game. That's different. Putnam City West, is that 0? Stillwater 48.
And for Class 5A, we have the McAllister Buffaloes lost to Tulsa Edison 57-37, and Tahlequah Tigers were 41 against Tulsa East Central 22.
Win, Tahlequah?
Tulsa Rogers Ropers at Tulsa Memorial Chargers. That's tomorrow night, Friday. And then we had the Western Heights from Oklahoma City, 7 against the Altus Bulldogs at 35. And let's see, Claremore Zebras beat the Skytook Bulldogs 17-14.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. And the Collinsville Cardinals 41 against the Pryor Tigers 13. Duncan Demons 7 against the Ardmore Tigers 34. And then let's see, we had Glenpool Warriors 28 against the Durant Lions 7. Guthrie Blue Jays 70 against the Oklahoma City Northwest Knights 0. Oh. Let's see, Lawton Eisenhower scored 30 against Guyman Tigers 14. And then Lawton MacArthur Highlanders 35 against the Noble Bears 30.
Go Mac!
Piedmont Wildcats 7 at Oklahoma City McGinnis Irish 32. And Southeast Oklahoma City 6 against the Reno Indians 49. I'm sorry, El Reno Indians 49. Tulsa Hale 6 against the Coweta Tigers 49. And the Tulsa Kelly Comets beat Ada Cougars 20-0. And Woodward Boomers 0, Carl Albert 49. Another high-scoring game. Back to you, Brian.
Yes, moving on to 4A. Broken Bow dropped a close one to Poto, 17-6. Bristow dropped another close one to Wagner, 29-28. Wagner bounces back. Right. Muldrow 0, Salisaw 42. Tuttle Tigers got by Blanchard 35-21. The Bethany Broncos 38. Tecumseh Savages 20. The Cleveland Tigers 26 dropped it to the Grove Ridge Runners 41. The Clinton Red Tornadoes shut out Anadarko 28-0. Cushing got past Hera 49-25. Elgin 16, Chickasha Chicks 22. A little neighborhood brawl there. Elk City Elks 13, Newcastle Racers 34. McLeod Redskins 35, Medill Wildcats 41. And the Oologah Mustangs 45, Miami War Dogs 21. Oologah doubled down on that win last week. Stillwell scored 51 points and still got beat by Tulsa Central 58-21. Tulsa McLean Titans 6, Catoosa 46. Weatherford Eagles 35, Cash Bulldogs 42. And the Fort Gibson Hilldale game, of course, is our second game of the week tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow, right? Moving down into 3A, we have Locust Grove Pirates 20, Castle Hall Commandos 14. Little upset there. Ida Bell Warriors, we talked about earlier, 37, Stigler Panthers 22. Okmulgee Bulldogs lose to Lincoln Christian 56-14. Roland Rangers play tomorrow night at Webster. Berry Hill Chiefs 62, Veneta Hornets 14. Inola Longhorns edge out the Jay Bulldogs 23-21. Lone Grove 6, Plainview 49. And Mount St. Mary Rockets 14, but they get beat by the winless Blackwell Maroons 19-14.
I think that would, by definition, make them
Now they're winners. Yeah, they're not winless. They're now winners, right. All right, Perkins Demons 64 and the Bridge Creek Bobcats 7. And I'm sorry, what? Pauls Valley. Pauls Valley. Ooh, missed Pauls Valley. Purcell Dragons 49 and Pauls Valley 19.
It's late, folks.
It's late. My eyes are getting tired. The Verdigris Cardinals 42, Sequoia Claremore 7. The Sulphur Bulldogs 42, the Marlowe Outlaws 7. The Bethel Wildcats, they play tomorrow night. Heritage Hall and Kingfisher are tomorrow night as well. So we'll see. I think that's all for 3A. Everybody else is tomorrow night. And we'll hand it back to you for 2A.
2A. The Eufaula Ironheads traveled to Valiant and get a 19-6 win. Vian 14, the Holland Hall Dutch 15. Man, 15-14. That would have been a good game. Yep. Alva Gold Bugs drop a close one to Oklahoma City Christian Saints 37-20. Kellyville Ponies 41, the Prague Red Devils 22. Lexington Bulldogs 36, Community Christian Royals 15. Sperry dropped 51 on Victory Christian at Victory. That's a good one. Kansas Comets 12, Adair 46. The Dixon Comets at 6-1, 0. Kingston Redskins 36. Sequoia Tahlequah 41, Westfield Jackets 7. Chandler Lions 34, Okemah Panthers 52. Wilburton Diggers 34, Hartshorn Miners 14, and Key 7, the Panama Razorbacks 12. Morris went down to Haskell and dropped a close one 22-18. The Atoka Wampus Cats, my favorite. We got an Atoka guy in the house. At the Antlers Bearcats 49, Atoka got beat by Antlers 49-0. Sorry about that. Hugo went to Heavener and got a 49-28 win over the Wolves. The Hennessy Eagles and Tulsa, it'd be Oklahoma City Centennial. It's tomorrow night. Millwood is also in action tomorrow night against Star Spencer. That is a rivalry game. The Stratford Bulldogs are traveling to Little Axe tomorrow. In tonight's action, we're back to tonight's action. The Beggs Demons shut out the Kiefer Trojans 49-0. The Chelsea Dragons travel up to Wyandotte and drop one 54-14. Chisholm Longhorns 43, Newkirk Tigers 8, Comanche Indians 6, Lindsay Leopards 42. The Davis Wolves 6, Colgate Wildcats 20. The Bulldoggers of Dewey put 47 at Caney Valley, win 47-20. The Jones Longhorns 55, Henrietta 0. The Meeker Bulldogs and the Holdenville Wolverines are tomorrow night. The Nowata Ironmen are traveling up to Metro for, Nowata got shut out by Metro, 47-0. The Perry Maroons 41, Luther Lions 6. Salina Wildcats 21, Checotah gets a victory 23-21. Spiro 41, the Pecola Indians 14. Tishomingo 18, Marietta Indians 45. The Washington Warriors and the Crooked Oak Roughnecks will kick tomorrow night. And we're going to go to you for Class A.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Hulbert Riders went to Sallisaw Central, and they beat them 47-44. I bet that was a good game.
I'd like to see Jacob Bruce's stat line in that one.
Yeah.
Commerce Tigers went to Rejoice Christian Eagles, and they lost 56-38. Oklahoma Bible Trojans 11 and Hooker Bulldogs 39. Ringling Blue Devils beat the Rush Spring Redskins 41-6. Wewoka Tigers at Wynnewood Savages tomorrow night, and Tallahena Tigers were at the Savannah Bulldogs. They beat them 62-6. Porter Pirates 32 against Warner Eagles 20. And Afton Eagles didn't score anything against Oklahoma Union Cougars. Had 24 points. Apache Warriors 47 against the Elmore City Badgers 14. Beaver Dusters 0. Fairview Yellow Jackets 57. And Capitol Hill 23 at Oklahoma City Northeast Vikings 12. Colcord Hornets 14 at Fairland Owls 7. Crescent Tigers scored 62 against Wellston Tigers 0. Crossings Christian Knights scored 55 against Oklahoma Christian Academy Eagles 13 points. Dibble? Okay. Oh, they forfeited Heddleton. Eagle Point Christian at Quinton Savages tomorrow night, and Frederick Bombers 30 against the Hollis Tigers 0. Is that Hobart? Hobart Bearcats? Hobart. Miami, I think. No. Right. Cordell Blue Devils. That will be tomorrow night. Kanawha Tigers scored 24 points against the Stroud Tigers 59 points.
A lot of battles with Tigers tonight.
Yeah. Merritt Oilers. This is tongue twisters. 26 against the Mangum Tigers 20. Minko Bulldogs 40 against the Christian Heritage Crusaders 34. Moreland Bearcats scored 8 points against the Thomas Bulldogs 28. In Class